I'm sure many of you don't care much for cartoons. You may think of it as just a cheap tool like used just to entertain kids without much variety. But it really is just important, and which makes it far from other forms of art such as painting, music, and literature. But it really is just important as all other forms of art because it uses a form of expression in its own way. It all depends on the visions and talents of the people behind it, and it's just as diverse as any art form that you happen to love. Some people think that animation just falls under one category, like a category without much variety. Ready? But actually, Don Bluth at DonBluthAnimation.com says there are actually 7 types of categories that every cartoon falls under. They are either classical, which relies on storytelling, limited, mostly Saturday morning cartoons for kids, pop, which is like more prime time stuff, but more adult-ish, CGI, which uses computers like Pixar or DreamWorks, stop motion, which is like puppets like photographed a frame at a time, same with claymation. Claymation is the same thing with play. And then there's anime, made in Japan. Each one of them can greatly affect the impact it has on the audience. This just shows that animation is not its own genre, but just one common theme that just appeal mainly to kids. Also, every animator should put in their own designed world and set of rules to present their vision. I'm sure all of you who have participated in like any other art form try to put your own work, your likes, dislikes, and other opinions. Like Michelangelo said, every artist paints himself. The same thing can go for animators because they put in like their own tastes, understandings, and visions into just the way the characters move and the backgrounds. If every cartoon went by the same world, set of rules, then in design, then it would be its own genre, like horror, science fiction, and comedy. Also, live action and animation cannot be the same media of storytelling. I mean, sure, both are used for film, television, and short film, but really, like both should either only be used for the appropriate story for each. I mean, nobody's going to take talking animals nearly as seriously as a live action film as they would an animated film. However, both use the same techniques, but just different methods of presentation. Like Brad Bird said on Radiohead.com, story, characters, and themes are all what make good storytelling for both forms. So really, animation is kind of like an art not very appreciated by a lot of people. It's not just a cheap way to appeal to kids. It can also be like a very masterful and personal work, which can say so many things, just like live action, but by its own principles. Remember what I told you, and maybe when you're starting to do cartoons, your cartoon would be a masterpiece.